to mention that this bar closed back above the range here. But see, the true range of support is the green bar. So once again, we don't take any of our guidelines in a vacuum and just individually. We see how they apply to the context of the whole. So, but in any event, okay, once we close back above it, even if it's a weak close and this resistance held, okay, we still need to see another breakout or break in order to give us an entry signal. And we get it again here, okay, and this one is even better because it's a perfect reversal bar, because here we have 2-bar reversal here, and the strongest ones are the 1-bar reversals. Okay, so here we have our break in, and here's our reaction here. Okay, once again, now this reaction looks like it had higher volume. Okay, so if it had higher volume, then it should have closed above the high of this red bar, or at least closed above resistance. So we're in, and the good thing about this is that if you just want to keep your stops really, really small, this is a perfect technique to do it, because, for instance, if I enter at this line here, and I'm watching it, let's just say I don't have a hard stop, and say 2 or 3 pips above here, price goes back above here, I'm out. Okay, so it breaks back in again, I'm in at the same level again, it breaks 2 or 3 pips above resistance, I'm out. Okay, so here I'm in again, and this is why using this approach, a lot of times if there's not a big range between the breakout, okay, I may not even wait until the pullback. I may just go ahead and don't worry about those 3 or 4 pips extra in a trade, and just go ahead and enter short at the close of this bar, just because I have so many other things to do. I don't like to sit and watch it. Next bar, let's see. Now that's a strong bar. I don't like it because it had higher volume, but it didn't close below that green bar. So now, if I'm in on this trade right now, okay, I'm getting worried, and I would consider getting out. But see, this is our strategy tester, so I don't have the access to my other tools that I would normally have. So right now, I'm going to stay in. I'm going to take my own individual stuff out of it and just look at it strictly on a system approach. Okay, we didn't break above resistance, and we didn't close above the high of the prior bar. So let's stay in, okay, because that's what we're supposed to do anyway. And I'll tell you, I'm kind of a sissy. I'm spooky. I trade conservatively. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Boom, there we go. We got it. Okay, so that's a profitable trade. Okay, but now let's look at this bar. We did hit our target on the way down. So now, not only we hit our target, we have another break-in. Okay, and we touch this level 2 and bounce. Okay, so now we're with trend. So we still want to stay short. Okay, we have another break-in here. Where do we want to enter? On the reaction, test back up here. So we want to enter here. Okay, and if we enter here, we can take our profit here. Okay, or, and this is important too, if we enter here on a reaction, we don't necessarily have to take our profit here. I would, because like I said, I'm a sissy. But see, since it's already been tested, it was tested here, so when it comes back up on the reaction, the continuation will have a much easier time breaking it. Okay, but you know, we want to see a close below it anyway before we continue. So if we get a reaction here and enter short, we still want to take our profit here. Okay, and then if we get a breakdown below here, we re-enter again on the pullback. And sometimes it blows through, and we don't get it, just like on the way down here. See how these go down here? We had some, see here, it just blows through. That doesn't happen a whole lot. It usually happens on news. But let's see what our next bar brings. Okay, strong bar, because it did not close below the low of the prior bar. It had lower volume and is coming off support. So right now the market is in a strength posture. So I wouldn't want to go short, and I wouldn't want to go long because it's against the trend. Next bar. Okay, it went 2 bars, so not on my. I didn't do that, but we got the breakdown. Okay, this is our reaction bar. our reaction bar did not close above resistance now. Okay. However, okay, and this is important. This bar turned green. It has a tail on it, and it has a lower volume. Remember what we said earlier about a turn with a lower volume, a turning bar. Now, it's not a reversal, but we have a lower volume or lower force, and we went against the move with less energy. So, and the reaction bar did not come back up and test support here. I'm sorry, resistance here. I only want to get in on the reaction. Okay. Once I see this, now it's set. This is a setup for a reversal. See, the difference is when you enter on the reaction, okay, the reaction doesn't have much strength. But once we set up and then we form a pivot coming back up here, because now the next bar here, in order for us to touch resistance, okay, it's going to have to move higher than the prior bar. And that's going to be a pivot in progress. Now, yeah, it has to close in order to be a valid bull pivot, but still, it's set up to go long now more than it's set up to go short. So right now, I'm not doing anything. Okay, here's our test bar here. Okay, we tested, came down, we did not close below the close of the green bar. So even though we came here and we tested resistance, okay, this bar closed down, but it was very, very weak. Closed way up above 50% of the range of the bar, closed above the top of the green bar. And so that means it's not clear. We need to stay out because that's another strong bar. So that's two strong bars in a row. Next bar. Okay. Now we've got our reversal, true reversal off of resistance here. Okay. Because we closed below the green bar, red below green, bearish reversal bar. Okay, so now from here, where would our, if we entered in here on the pullback, where would our next level be down? Where could we expect to go down? So if we look left here below current price, we're looking for the first bearish reversal bar below current price. And the only one I see is here. Okay, and that's so far away that it should be weak support on the way down. Should be weak support on the way down. So when you see a situation like that, okay, this can be our target. Okay, because here we are here, and correct me if I'm wrong here. I may miss something, but the first and see, we have one here too, and this could stop it too, but it already did over here, down in this range here. So, and even though this is the low, we can be conservative and take profit here at the low, because that would be a valid place to take profit. But usually, okay, that first bearish reversal bar is where the market wants to go. That first bearish swing bar, I'm sorry, first bearish swing bar is where it wants to go. So if I have more than one position, more than one contract in a position, I'll take a portion of profit here, and then I'll take the remainder of the profit here. And if I get a breakdown below here, okay, of course we continue the sequence down. But you can see how we continue in floors, and it's just like we make the market perform. We're not trying to guess. Before we go short on any level down here, the market must break out, close below, okay, and then we know our reaction cycle techniques come into play. But on the way down, you make it perform, okay? So take your profit here, okay, if you're in
Jerry?
short. Yes.
Jerry, my computer is going down.
Okay.
I will get disconnected in a few seconds. Do you